So here we go then, MX1 race 1, and actually started this, Mr. Porcel with his supporters on pole from Nagel, Ramon de Dijker, of course, the red plate holder from the previous round. Julian Bill running a live onboard camera, but not so sure whether we'll actually see any pictures from that particular camera because it's wet out there. Gates drop, here we go. Deruva up the inside. Is he going to make that stick? Well, a few of them going down, and de Dijker's caught in amongst that one. There he is, number 9 on the Suzuki. That's not a good start, and that is Philly Parts also. Not quite sure who the other rider was. It could have been either Nagel or even Barragan, because there's a Red Bull outfit he had on, Red Bull helmet. No, there's Barragan, so it could well have been the other rider, Nagel. But Jonathan Barragan in front of his home crowd here. What better start for the Catalanian rider? All he needs to do is keep it going. The AXO Silver KTM rider, get it up those hills, these bigger bikes, but that looks like Steve RAMON in second place. Oh, that was so nearly over the top. That is Ramon. They're in second. There's Tony Caroli on the TM. We obviously spoke to him earlier, along with his two dogs, Rhino Hughes and Tyler. For those who don't remember Rhino Hughes, Ryan Hughes was raced back in about 99-2000 in the UK, along with Gordon Crockart, with the Palmo Honda racing team. That looks to me like Josh Coppins. Indeed it is Coppins. Number 6, he needs to do some winning here. It's Coppins now in front. Barragan, no, that's the fight for second place now, so that means Ramon has gone into the lead. That's somebody on the floor. It's a Yamaha. There's Coppins. It's just a question of survival. Get up that hill. No, here's Coppins. He's looking up the hill to pick a line. Hope he picks the right one. Up the inside, it wasn't the right one, Josh. He's now bogged himself down. So it's a chance there for Coppins to score some good points here. And there is the man that fell at the start, number 9, Ken de Dijker, the big tall Belgian. Oh, and Barragan's out. The bike, he's pushing the start button for the electric start. It doesn't want to go. There's water got into those electrics somewhere, and Barragan's out of this. But de Dijker having a great ride. Climbing through the field, Billy McKenzie. Oh, that was almost a McKenzie mistake. He's trying to bump the bike up again as he got it started. Tano Leok there, the Estonian. No, that is actually Steve RAMON. Tano Leok back in 5th place. That is definitely Steve RAMON. You can recognise that very upright style of his. And he's looking very good. The rain pouring down here. The conditions just worsening by the moment. Steve RAMON on the Tekka Suzuki looking very much the champion at the moment. Taking the plate from Josh Coppins last year after that crash that Coppins had in Lockett. Ken de Dijker up to 3rd. What a great ride from the big guy. He'll still, I think, retain the red plate at the moment, depending on what happens in race 2. But with these conditions, and they are worsening by the moment, I am a little bit of question mark on that. Very, very heavy water. Big water puddle, especially down that start and finish straight. And those hills proving to be even more difficult. Ramona now Philly Parts. Well, both in trouble on the start, and Philly Parts picking it up again. So the Italian Josh Coppins, his teammate, trying to put something together here. That'll be 22 points. Ramon really is the mud meister, I should say. Look, he's so very steady, just finding the right line, almost being able to double that uphill. The Belgium, the world champion in the MX1 class from last year, took up the crown, said after Coppins received that injury in Lockett. But it is Steve RAMON that will bring home the Suzuki and take the 25 points from Moto1 here in a very wet and difficult round 2 of the FIM World Motocross Championship. Checkered flag goes out to Steve RAMON, and he celebrates, and so he should. That was quite an achievement. RAMON, Philly Parts, de Dijker, Coppins finally finished 4th from Leon. Strivus, oh, Tom Church there in the 7th, and McKenzie, the 2 Brits finishing 8th. Sully, Freeberg, Salvini, Nemitz, Chiodi, a good 13th on the TM. James Noble making a return to racing, a 14th with Preem and Rene propping up the top 16.
nature is always stronger. Decisions were taken by the event management, an absolutely right decision, because finally the conditions on the circuit were not that good, to phrase it in a way, and safety of riders is always our #1 issue. And there was an issue with the starting straight, a bit too much water, and I have full understanding for that, that the riders were concerned about racing. So the event management took an absolutely right decision. We couldn't go on with it, but this is it. It's not a drama. One event has been cancelled. We're looking forward to another big, great part of the season. So this is one heat that was not on. Anyway, next weekend will be sunshine, and we go for that.
So with the decision to cancel the second race from MX1, the event came to a sticky end, as they say. But next week it's Portugal. Hopefully the sunshine will shine. Steve RAMON on the top of the podium with Ken Dyker there and David Philipparts beside him. The result from race 1 stood as the overall result. So Steve RAMON on top with Philipparts, Dyker, Coppins, Leoc, Strybers, Church and McKenzie. They're all scoring good points. The top 8, 2 Brits, 7th and 8th. Not so bad. For our boys, that is. DeSalle, Freebergs, Salvini, Nemeth, Coyote, Noble, Prim and Rene, James Noble. 7 points, back to Grand Prix. Good to see him back, the man from Whitby. Dyker still has the red plate, 70 points. RAMON closes in with Philipparts chasing. Coppins still there with McKenzie right behind him, Nagel, Strybers and Ream on the Kawasaki. Nemeth, Leoc, DeSalle, Barragan with a disaster race. Church in the points with Leoc, Freebergs and Schiffer, the German, in pursuit. Top 16. Suzuki still on top with Yamaha right behind and KTM catching up. Honda still there with Kawasaki on their heels. But it was the day